Hey now, and welcome down to KC Toy Reviews. We are here today with a very, very exciting review, and that is with Cesar Romero's Joker by Mars Toys. That's right, Joker from the 1966 Batman series with Adam West in its 1/6 scale glory. And dare I say, it has been far too long for a 1/6 scale company to properly put out a release to the mass market. And I am very excited to report Mars Toys has knocked it out of the park with this one. So let's go ahead, fine comb some of those details, hold each other's hands, and dive right the hell goddamn in.
Down with Greg.
All right, so here we are with the classic, definitive Cesar Romero's Joker. And while we all might look at the 1966 Batman series as either a parody, a joke, or an action series, or dare I say all of them wrapped together, what Cesar Romero did with Joker was absolutely a definitive part of his career, and I am goddamn shocked we had to wait this long for a 1/6 scale version. I mean, for as long as I've been collecting, which is well over 10 years, I'm at the 12 or 13 year mark of collecting 1/6 scale figures, I have yet to see a mass-produced 1/6 scale version of this Joker. Of course, we have customs with ridiculous price points of upwards of $600, $800, even $1,200 I have seen over time. Well, finally to say we have Mars Toys as the hero of the day. Not the villain that we have in front of us. No, the hero of the day. They swoop in, they mass produce this Joker. We got a first batch, we got a second batch coming. All for an astonishing $200 price point. And it's a great segue to say something that has been on my mind since the unboxing of this figure. And that is that Mars Toys is officially the best third-party 1/6 scale company out there. Personally, I have a few Mars Toys figures on hand and others on pre-order, and everything so far has been stellar quality, and this is top of the mountain officially. Now, in my personal opinion, quality-wise, there is not much difference on this and a Hot Toys figure. I mean, this is about as good as it gets. I cannot believe the head sculpt on this guy, the fact that we have 3 of them, and an outrageous amount of accessories. And I gotta say, throughout all of the accessories, everything that he comes with, something about this picture frame look is just absolutely amazing. I mean, this is probably one of the best 1/6 scale accessories I've ever seen, and it's very simple at that. Clearly, it's ripped straight from the show, yet for accessory reasons and what we can get with photography and video, it looks absolutely amazing. And the head sculpt itself looks phenomenal. We have a detailed mustache, a stellar paint application, 0 complaints with the sculpted hair, a slight glisten to the eyes overall, and as I mentioned a couple times, the overall quality of this head sculpt is Hot Toys level. I mean, personally, I could not ask for a better sculpted and painted head sculpt for Cesar Romero. This is as good as it gets, all for a $200 price point. Now, moving on to the second head sculpt, which obviously is equally as fantastic as the first one we looked at. Each one of them has the exact same paint application, glisten to the eyes. Even the detail on the teeth is insane. There's kind of like this blackness in between the edges of the teeth themselves, other than like a pristine look to the teeth. So the fact that they went and added detail to the teeth themselves is absolutely next level quality. And well, as far as tailoring goes, obviously, as we can see, this thing is expertly tailored. I cannot believe every single little button, the stripes on the pants, the green shirt underneath, the collar. I mean, everything is absolutely fantastic. If I were to have one gripe, it might be this little bow tie. I mean, it protrudes a little bit too much for my liking. Yet this is something very, very common. Ties, bow ties, everything like that in 1/6 scale, because they're so small, they end up sticking out a little bit, as we see here. Obviously, this is an insanely small gripe, but as I mentioned, all these little small buttons here right on the arm, I mean, even the little holes on the gloves. I mean, man, there's a ton of pairs of gloves / hands that comes with this. The fact that they went to this level to make a really stellar paint application and then added this little hole that obviously exposes some of the skin on his glove, I bet you 90% of us wouldn't have even caught that detail, but this must be something that's accurate to old school Cesar Romero's Joker, and again, kudos to Mars Toys for including those details. And before we pull down and look at the legs and the feet on this guy, dare I say this head sculpt is frightening. I mean, I think I'm going to have nightmares. The eyes, the way this thing's looking at me. I mean, I'm just shaking my head and smiling at the same time. Mars Toys has killed it with these head sculpts, and there's 3 of them. I mean, most Hot Toys only come with 1 to 2 at most head sculpts. This thing comes with 3 of them, all with different fantastic expressions. I cannot be more excited, and even switching them in and out was actually pretty easy. I'm very fearful nowadays, third-party companies, whether it be the hands or the head. We have a lot of situations where the pegs are snapping. It's very hard to get in and out. I mean, Jesus, even the Mortal Kombat by Storm Collectibles, it was a pain in the ass to get the hands in and out, so much so that I didn't even want to ever swap them. Happy to report, swapping the hands out and the heads on these guys is very, very easy. Now, it's one thing to note on the back, there is no wire. Again, Mars Toys, maybe a wire couldn't have been horrible through here. Could have added slightly to the dynamic poses on this guy, but it's nothing, again, to gripe about too much. But I think that at first glance, when you see a coat like this, that might come up in the back, the first thing I was thinking is there was going to be a wire in here. However, there is no wire. Whether it's a good or bad thing that there's no wire in here, I think it really boils down to personal opinion. And my overall observation is, well, I don't give a crap because I'm going to be looking at him more from the front. So it's just something to note overall. It could have added to the figure a little bit, but to some people, like I said, you might not give a crap whatsoever. Now, as we make our way down to the feet, again, my only gripe down here would be the quality of these shoes themselves are not that great. And then as we jack the pants up, Mars Toys, I don't know what the hell's going on here. And maybe it's just this way because of the way you wanted the pant to drop down on the shoe here, but this is just an odd look, the way these things are sculpted. And why would you even put socks if it looks this weird? I mean, obviously, just keep the pants down and over this. And clearly, if they're draped over the shoes like this, it doesn't look that bad overall. Like I said, minor gripe, maybe a little bit more detail in the shoe, and then this just weird leg creepy sock system here is, I mean, these shoes look like Pinocchio or something up in here. I don't know. It's just me. My first thought was this looks like Pinocchio's shoes, but nobody's going to have this exposed like this. It's just an odd system to even have exposed socks, but maybe because like this, you'd have the pant leg jacked up a little bit, but I don't know. That still looks really weird. Clearly, keep the pants down and draped over the shoe like this, and you will have no problem whatsoever. Now, as far as a 1/6 scale crotch grabber stand, in my opinion, Mars Toys nailed it. And well, you might be asking yourself, why, Casey? It's a very stereotypical Hot Toys, kind of hollow crotch grabber stand. And while in my opinion, that's not necessarily a bad thing because we are very accustomed to these things, I just really absolutely love this bright, vibrant Batman logo that's printed down here. It just looks insane. I really, really love that. On top of that, we have a Joker plaque in front. Far too much. We have companies out there that are giving us stands that are branded with either their company name, no logo at all, or something that just makes no sense. Mars Toys, in my opinion, went the extra mile with this. We have a very classic 1966 Batman look to the stand. We know exactly where this figure comes from and who it is. And as far as accessories goes, well, like I said earlier, let's get this out of the way. There is a ton of hands. I mean, we got pointing, holding, fist, everything you can think of on here. There is so many high quality hands included with this figure. It's outrageous. Now, next up, we do have the surf pants. I'm probably not going to put this on the guy this video because the reason being, well, this goes with the surfboard, an extra accessory that was around $150. I didn't pick that up, but it does come with the surfboard pants if you want to put those on. Obviously, what we see here, as we had in the beginning of this video, is this very amazing frame. Nothing special about the paint application on it, just a very straightforward matted gold. But like I said, as far as posability, picture options, this is one of the best accessories I've seen in a long time. And then this thing is amazing quality. I could barely fit it all in shot here, so we're going to have to bend this to, oh, got there. Like I said, we can barely fit this in shot, and it doesn't want to stay in shot. As you can see, we have Big Ben Distillery, the Total Dehydrator. amazing. This little spring is actually inside of the glass tube, so next level details. We have hard plastic here, kind of a soft rubber around here. This is a, dare I say, backpack that I will have in shot at the end there. And on top of that, it has a little bit of weight. I mean, this is a really, really nice accessory. It feels like a vacuum cleaner, like I can actually start vacuum cleaner and stuff here due to the actual overall weight. But like I said, amazing, amazing quality on this accessory. And then we have these flowers here. I mean, I guess it's worth noting this is kind of a wired frame, so you can bend this around a little bit here. Very reminiscent of the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, which obviously was pulled from this flower bouquet here. Really nice accessory. And then we have this Ninja Turtle-like accessory here. Again, really nice. A slight little elastic band on the back, so very easy to get around his head. And overall, like I said, amazing amount of accessories, poseability, the head sculpts, the amount of hands is next level. I mean, while we're at it, let's just show real quick. We do have these two head sculpts. I don't think I've showed this one too much yet. I'll probably pair this with these Ninja Turtle-like things at the end here, but overall, these head sculpts, as I said several times, are stellar. They plug into the body nice. Paint application, skin tone, slight glisten to the teeth, black tones around the teeth, the eyes. I just want to say, Mars Toys, you have killed it with these head sculpts. You've killed it. Huh? And there we have it. Cesar Romero's Joker from the classic 1966 Batman show with Adam West. And as I've mentioned several times throughout this video, right from the start, Mars Toys has killed it with this version. And dare I say, this is now the 1/6 scale definitive version of this Joker. And as always, yeah, you might be able to get some piece of crap custom out there, but who the hell wants to pay $800 to $1,200 for a custom 1/6 scale figure that can literally be a mortgage, apartment, or car payment? And obviously some expensive goddamn car, but you get what I'm saying. This is $200, comes with a ton of accessories, amazing tailoring, 3 head sculpts, and too many goddamn hands. I'm saying that in a joking way. There is no such thing as too many. We welcome everything you throw at us, Mars Toys. And as far as articulation goes, well, I probably should have noted earlier, but everything underneath is double jointed elbows, double jointed knees. Pair that with cloth, clothing, and tailoring, and well, what that means is you can pair and pose this guy however the hell you want without fear of damaging the figure. Tailoring was top notch, the paint application on everything was amazing, the accessories were awesome. Why did we wait this long for a 1/6 scale company to come out with this version of Joker? It makes no sense, but with that said, Mars Toys has absolutely capitalized on that market. And they are in the Batman pool right now. We have a ton of stuff coming out. Joker, Penguin, Alfred just announced. I mean, they are loving this Batman lineup. And we as fans love it. Keep it coming, Mars Toys. We will buy everything you put out. And I think that's a good time to segue to a score on this guy. And well, as I've mentioned over and over, clearly it's going to be fairly high. There is not too many complaints. I mean, I'm not sure I can gripe about those shoes because they are covered up all the time. It really doesn't matter. The head sculpt's amazing, articulation, tailoring, accessories. I mean, like I said, I cannot think of anything wrong with this figure. So, drum roll. With that said, comes a very high score with a 9.2 out of 10. Mars Toys has the definitive version of a mass-produced Cesar Romero's Joker. You cannot find a better version of this 1/6 scale figure on the market for this price. This is it, the best that you can get. And I think I did mention earlier, there's one batch of this now and a second batch coming. So if you haven't already pre-ordered, 16kit.com, code KCKit to get a couple bucks off, because once this is gone, it will be gone and it will skyrocket in price until somebody does it again. And I also probably should have noted earlier, Mars Toys has 3 versions of this coming. We have version A in front of us, version B and C are next. It's like a baseball version and a clown version. And if you know me, I am a massive Joker fan. I have to have every single 1/6 scale Joker out there. I have them all reserved. I cannot wait to get them all in front of us and reviewed. So, with that said, in a 9.2 out of 10, I highly recommend getting this figure as soon as possible before it is sold out. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here today at KC Toys with an amazing figure by Mars Toys. I am very excited for Jim Carrey Riddler. Just a personal note, that's going to be it here for us today at KC Toys. Catch you guys next time with the best Cesar Romero Joker on the market. Right here in front of us. Mars Toys, you guys are amazing. Yeah!